Welcome to the wonderful world of online learning. This is for Algebra 2. Hopefully we're doing good. A couple of things to note. On LMS, there is an announcement about a Remind 101. Please log on. Also, please do not text me in the middle of the night. Don't really like that. But that's the best way we're going to have closer to instant communication. So this section we're covering today is section 6.1, and that's roots and radicals. Okay, what we're looking at is recall, scary word, the square root of 16. What multiplied by itself twice gives me 16? 4. Okay, we're going to move up to bigger. Sorry, oops, slipped there. I'll just go that. Luckily, you're used to seeing me mark things out. So we've got N and A. Little bit of note, you've seen this as a 3 every once in a while, but this is called the index. And that's going to be, we're going to be taking cube roots, fourth roots, fifth roots, just stuff like that. This is called the radical sign, and this thing here, not important, but it's called the radicand. So if I happen to use those words, you'll know what I'm talking about. So all we're looking at here is taking different roots. Now, we've done this before. There's a couple of things that are a little different. Now, you've done cube roots before, so it's the same thought. Remember, when I'm doing cube roots, I don't have to worry about imaginary numbers or negative signs. If this index here is odd, I can have a negative sign and there's no imaginary numbers. Shouldn't bother me. So this right here, what times itself 3 times gives me -8. Yeah, -2. So -2 cubed is the same thing as -8. So the cube root of -8 is -2. Now also, you have your calculators, or you should have your calculators. And if you go in the math directory and you scroll down, it'll take any root you want. So for numbers wise, that's not a problem. Now, there is a little bit of a difference for and this says that if n is even. So square roots, fourth roots, sixth roots, that kind of thing. If n is even and you're dealing with a variable, then you have to put an absolute value bar around it. If your power is odd. And I can tell you that Math Excel, I've already had a couple questions on that. Math Excel will be kind of picky on that. So just be aware. We're going to work a couple of examples. If the power that comes out is even, you don't have to worry. But if your power is odd, you do have to slap absolute value bars around them. But only when n is even. Oops. Okay. So, okay. Sorry, I had to put a new page in. So for example, if I have the square root of x to the 6th power. Okay. Now remember, there are 6 x's under here. I'm bringing things out in sets of the unwritten numbers assumed 2. So there's a set, there's a set, and there's a set. So each one of those comes out as an x. So this becomes x cubed. I am taking an even root. If I'm taking an even root and this is odd, that's supposed to be an arrow, sorry. I have an even root, then I absolutely have to put absolute value bars around it. If I have, there are 4 here, so that's going to be x squared. This number is even, so since this number is even, I don't have to have the absolute value bars. You only have to do this when you're taking even roots and getting odd exponents. Even roots, odd exponents. Then you need absolute value bars. It's the only time. So if I have the cube root of x to the 7th. So there are 7 x's. The way to figure out how many x's come out front is take this 7 divided by 3 gives me 2. So I'm going to have x squared, and then I have my leftovers. I have one remainder of x. So this right here is the same. So I've got x squared cube root of x, and that's simplified. Okay, so that's what we're looking at for today. Hopefully this is helpful. I will open up in Pearson Realize their professional examples, and in between the two, if you have any questions, remember the Remind 101. Remember, you can email me also. Thank you.